welcome to our special coverage of the Trump-Putin summit. We'll be bringing you reaction in the next 3 hours as we digest the fallout from the discussions in Alaska and where it goes next. But the takeaway this morning is that there is no deal. We didn't get there, said Donald Trump. Despite 3 hours of talks with Vladimir Putin, there were still, he said, sizable differences on one or two of the key issues. In the last half an hour, we've had a response from President Zelensky, who says he spoke to President Trump for an hour and a half during the president's flight back to Washington. He has agreed to travel to the White House on Monday. Let's speak to our correspondent, Katie Watson, who's getting reaction in Kyiv. What can you tell us, Katie?
President Zelensky called the conversation long and meaningful. And as you said, he talked to Donald Trump for over an hour. And then for another half an hour, European leaders joined that call. He said that Ukraine once again confirms its readiness to work as productively as possible for the sake of peace. But he went on to say that he had discussed what happened in Alaska with Donald Trump. But there was very little detail about anything concrete, any of those details. He did say that he would be traveling to Washington on Monday and reconfirmed the importance of a trilateral meeting between Russia, the US and Ukraine, as well as the importance of involving European leaders at every stage. So, finally confirmation that he's had that conversation with Trump, a meeting, of course, that he was not invited to, and that from the very beginning was something that Zelensky felt important, that Ukraine needs to be there. So we'll be getting more data, of course, as he flies to Washington to see where, how this moves on, as he said, to try and to put an end to the killings and an end to the war.
Still very scant reaction from across Europe, Katie. We'll bring our viewers some of that reaction through the morning. But I guess there must be at least some relief in Kyiv that nothing was given away.
Yeah, so Ukrainians were heading to bed when President Putin and Donald Trump arrived in Alaska, shook hands. The red carpet was rolled out. President Putin was given a platform, and we heard him speak for about 8 minutes after this meeting. Now, Ukrainians woke up to learn that there was no deal that we knew about. That there was the progress had been made, but what progress exactly, nobody was clear. So I think there's a mixture of relief that there was no kind of massive kind of land agreement made without the Ukrainians at the table. But at the same time, there's no ceasefire. The war continues. As we heard, there are drone attacks that still continue here. So people here are a bit skeptical. They saw President Putin be given a platform, and that certainly sits very uncomfortably with people here in Ukraine.
Katie Watson in Kyiv, thank you very much. No reaction, as I say, from the Europeans that were on that call, but we have had some comment in the last few minutes from Viktor Orban, the Hungarian Prime Minister, who says this: for years we've watched the two largest nuclear powers eliminate the framework of their cooperation and send messages to each other. It's over now. The world is a safer place today than it was yesterday.